This is Karsa. Karsa KKWX. Karsa is my name. KKWX is my empire. And today we're going to be doing a little bit of Spiritual Tarot Sunday, free tarot or runes or whatever we need to do. Let me know what deck you would like me to use and what is your question. We're going to start out though, however, with the community tarot reading. So let's get to it. All right, guys, let me do some changes real quick because obviously these people are not here yet. So, first thing we're going to do is we're not going to open up the queue just yet. We're going to do a few things first. And that is the community tarot reading. So, right. First things first, as you can see, the chicory. Chicory is the 2 of air. Chicory can be found on as a weed on the sides of the roads. But there's one thing about chicory that people don't understand is a lot of chicory tea is very good for you. So with that in mind, this is kind of saying the same thing. One, this is telling you that sometimes good things come from places that are unexpected. And right now, I do believe that this time of the year, we're going to be finding things are going to be as unexpected, and there may be some good things coming our way. So look out for that. It releases the long-held beliefs that there, and it allows for reception and guidance. Also, unlikely partnerships. So this is actually pretty cool. This card here, let me see if I can get it to show. Domina is kind of reminding us that, well, the old ain't dead. So keep on going. Keep going until you're dead. And remember that, well, you either can keep on living or you can get busy dying. Get busy living, get busy dying. I prefer to get busy living. So that is my plan. But also for you guys, it is kind of telling us that to love ourselves and to give ourselves power, passion, and pleasure. To remember that we are enough and that we are the champions of ourselves. If you don't love yourself, why should anybody else? This is what I keep telling people when they ask me about things like that. And it's still true today. If you do not love yourself, why should anyone else love themselves, love you? So remember, love yourself because old ain't dead. All right, the next one is Yucca, and Yucca is all about ancestry. And we're getting we're in the time where we're going to be dealing with a lot of traditions, and it's time for tradition. It is time for us to give ourselves traditions. Now, this is also to give the new spin on traditions. So you may not have the same traditions that your parents have or your grandparents had, but you still make traditions. You still make rituals for yourselves so that you can celebrate holidays. And this is a time of tradition, a time of making new traditions and having old traditions. Grounding yourself in spirituality and honoring your ancestors and honoring the land. So it's definitely telling us that with the holidays coming, we should honor our traditions. Okay, now we have the next card, which is Valerian. And Valerian's a lot about healing. And so with healing, and I see the chat, so give me a second. There we go. The healing that we're dealing with is basically resting and meditation. This is a time of holidays. It's going to be very, very busy, and you're going to need to take some time out for yourself so that you can rest, recover, recuperate, and be able to handle the next day. You're going to need that energy. So remember, Valerian is a very good calming and pungent medicine for many people. The teas are very helpful for resting and for sleep and deep sleeps. So this is to help with our settling of our anxiety, because there will be anxiety this week for sure, especially for Americans. So, final card is about journey, and that is that we're going to be going through journeys this week in more ways than one. Some of our journey is going to be inward, and some of our journey is going to be outward. A lot of people are going to be traveling on the roads. It's going to be a busy time. But there's also going to be some journeys that people are going to be taking that is inward into their psyche. And what I'm trying to say about that is that meditation will be a good way to journey, to understand. Prayer, meditation, things like that will be very good for people so that they can handle the stresses that are coming, because there are some stresses that are coming. Also, this reminds us to move forward with confidence, to be flexible yet disciplined in our pursuits, and allow for journey to come. So it is time for journey. It's that time of the year where we are going to be on the road, traveling between one city to the next, but it's also a time for meditation and talking to your soul and talking to the spirit. And in general, faith is extreme during this time of the year. The veil is thin during this time of the year. So be ready and open for that. Open for guidance from our ancestors, open for guidance from our spiritual guides, and things like that. So, in all, this is a pretty good one for everybody. Hello, Lightseeker. I haven't opened it up yet, so give me a second. Let me open this up. Hold on. Don't do it yet. Clear. Okay, cleared queue. Now you can, Lightseeker. Now you can. All right. Lightseeker, you will be first. There you go. All right. So, in general, basically this time of the year for most Americans and even some Europeans, this is a busy time of the year. This is a busy time when we deal with family, when we deal with traditions, when we deal with all kinds of things like that. We're going to have to take time for ourselves. We need to spend time for ourselves so that we can love ourselves so others can love us back. We need to remember to get busy living and not get busy dying. We need to remember traditions, old and new traditions, are important to us as a society, as a family, as a community. And then sometimes we just need to take time to relax, because when it's busy like this, you gotta relax at some point. The journey is important in both inside and out. And that is the whole entire reading for everybody this week. Okay, let's get to the next reading. Light Seeker, it is your turn. Can you please tell me what is the deck and what is the question you have today? Trying to see where that sound came from. Let's turn on the music. Oh, well, you see this on the stream elements. From now on, Godbound and Waystone Mysteries will be found on YouTube by every Saturday. So by the end of every Saturday, I will have them up for you guys to see. You can see when they are on beyond using the notification through subscription, but you can also do that through Discord. Yeah. So it allows for you guys to not just have to be here, and you can put it on in the background, listen to it, and enjoy the conversations and the games that we play, because Godbound, it's about my universe that I have created, and Waystone Mysteries is a 1920s murder and monster mystery. So it should be fun for you guys to listen to. Anyway, Lightseeker, what is the deck? What is the question? Yeah, I'm excited about making Godbound more accessible on YouTube than it has been. It used to be on Twitch, and I kept having problems with the music. They didn't like my music. They didn't like certain things that I was putting on. So I decided, you know what? Fine. I'm gonna go to YouTube. Any deck I feel called to. Could I look into Mom's feelings for me? Alright, I'm not going to say Crystal Spirit, because that's not the one we should be looking at. I think we need Healing with Fairies and Oracle with Fairies, maybe, or Spiritual Animals. You're not talking? Alright, let's do Spiritual Animals. See what type of... It might still be relationship-wise. sad that you're not talking, but I understand. Oh, okay. Let's go with air today. Let's go with air. You're feeling super lost because you're not home anymore. Okay, so either... Okay, I'm going to give you a choice. Choose air or spirit guidance. Air is communication, spirit guidance. Left or right? They want to talk to you today. Yep, I think the animal spirits are what you need right now, so I'm gonna do them. Okay, fine. Wow, they're really... I've done some changes on my schedule lately, and for both my stress levels, because you got to deal with stress. Stress is kind of huge during this time of the year, and stress is actually important when it comes to... Dang, okay. Comes to health as well. So I've done some changes recently, and we'll be talking about those as well today. Okay, I'm done with you throwing cards at me, please. We got enough cards. Okay. They're throwing cards big time at me. So I think they have a lot to say to you right now. One, two, three. Choose one, two, or three. Three? As you wish. Okay. Balance is a key that you need. All right. What you need to focus on. No. Okay. There's a few questions I have before we even get started. Is this lack of talking your parents or you? Are you the one who's not wanting to talk, or are they the ones who are not wanting to talk? You don't know? Okay. You just moved out. They're frustrated. They're scared. As a parent, this is before we even get into the conversation. I will tell you, there are a couple things that go... There's a lot of toxicity. Okay. Here's the toxicity, though, on their part, or on your part. What I'm trying to say is, are you the one that didn't want to talk? Ah, okay. So their life is as normal, and you're the one who's wanting the change. You've moved out because it's time for you to move out. It's called empty nest syndrome, for one. That can be a problem. Also, exactly, they don't want to stop talking because of the fact they still want you in their lives. But there's also the bird. When a baby bird needs to learn how to fly, that we have to deal with as well. Sometimes it is important that we get out on our own, and it's not easy because life has been one way for a long time, and now it's changing for you, and it's not, and it feels scary. It's very unlike them. What is very unlike them? No, we're gonna snooze that, thanks. Because they used to call what they previously used to call a lot. That's because of empty nest syndrome. Because they were missing their child. And what happens is, over time, those children or those parents who are having empty nest syndrome start to say, well, if they're not going to, if they don't want to talk to me, why should I call? And they really do want to call. They just are afraid that they're going to hurt your feelings. I'm an empty nester, recent empty nester. My daughter has finally become an adult, and unfortunately, or fortunately, she's starting to learn how to be that adult. Now, there's some bad things that are happening with it because of the fact she can't live out on her own right now, so she's got to live between two houses, our house and the other house. And even though she's dating, she's finding that it's not easy to live on your own. Yet we're trying to teach her as parents how to fly in a world that is absolutely hateful. So I think that's part of what I think they're kind of wanting you to call them, but they don't want to give you that, make you obligated to do so. And yet they really do want you there. And so it's called a balance, and that's what this card is. And you thought I wasn't talking yet, but this is what's happening. Okay? So the logic behind this is balance. They want you to show that you care enough to call them, and I think you will talk more. There has to be a balance between child and adult through communication. They're having to learn just as you are having to learn to live on your own. It's a hard time because you've had these people in your life for 18 plus years, And suddenly you got to do it all yourself. And they got to let you do it all yourself because you're an adult and you're supposed to be treated as one. So it's balance. The balance is lacking right now. And it's going to be you who will have to be the one who makes the conversation to start out, because it will be you who can help with making that balance come to truth. All right, what do you need to focus on? Well, don't focus on the death of the communication. Instead, refocus the communication. Accept that energy, that times and endings happen in life. That's what this card is all about. Well, you know how to deal with that? Lightseeker? Even if you think it's super toxic and shitty, make rules. I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to communicate to you until I understand that. You still need to understand that they're having issues with it too. They have spent all these years in your life let me try to do this properly. And they don't know how to handle it. A lot of parents do not know how to handle empty nest syndrome. So this is all about you needing to accept life as it is, the mysteries, the changes, the new beginnings. And that's what's needed in both of your sides, yours and theirs. And that you need to have that personal power. Now, that personal power is you're the one who controls the communication. If you don't want to talk to them, so be it. But there can be a balance. Also, I don't know if any of you knew, but this year my mother died. Last year I did something very huge. I sat down with my mom before she died, and I told her what I felt. Hi there, welcome in, Moose. Welcome in, who else came in? Let me see here. Moose, welcome in. Candy Yams, welcome in as well. Thank you for joining. I will add you to the list. You just want them to apologize? Well then, okay. You may not get an apology, but you may get an understanding. Because they may feel like they are not needing to apologize. But I think you can get an understanding and a commonality and a balance between the two things. And that's what I think you need. You need to find that balance. Because I don't think you want them out of your life. But at the same time, you don't want that toxicity in your life. So you gotta find that balance. And that's what your focus needs to be on. Finding that balance. Helping them understand that you have grown up and yet you still want them in your life, but you don't want them to dictate your life anymore because you're an adult. And that's the hardest thing for parents to do. It really is. So, you're the one who is in control. This is personal power here. See? Seven of Fossils. Personal power. The Bambi. The stag. The whatever. It's for your clarity, you're the one who is in control of the communication. You're the one who is in control of what goes into your life. And you're the one who has control of whether or not this relationship continues. Okay? Make some boundaries and begin to bring in balance into the relationship, and you'll find it will work better for you. If there's toxicity, like there was in my family, you may have to sit down. You may have to talk to them. You may have to give out your grievances, and it may not be easy. And I'm telling you, it is not easy. One thing you should not do, though, is you not do it during a holiday. You should do it when it's not a holiday. Because if you do it when it is a holiday, that ruins the entire holiday. Okay. Salamander. Salamander is a lizard. Lizards tend to shed their skin. Therefore, it is a time of change. A time of your life is actually going into a change. As you see, the sunset is the sun is setting. Well, for them, the sun is setting. For you, the sun is rising. Okay? So this is kind of saying the same thing. It's kind of saying that there is change inevitable that you are going to have to handle. And you're going to have to take that risk so that you can get what you want. That's what this card's all about. It takes time. It takes time. It's not going to come right away. This is the Seeker of Fossils. The Seeker of Fossils is your wisdom. The Seeker of Fossils is telling you to find that balance, center your mind, free your mind, be patient and receptive. Be patient and receptive. That is the wisdom I've been giving you, and that is exactly what you need to do. How to solve this? How do we solve this? This is the 9 of Feathers, the crow. Have courage, face your fears, and embrace who you are. There will be grief. And eventually. And right now it's a stage of anger. One thing that also I need to remind you, Lightseeker, is when somebody leaves your home forever, it's kind of like a death. So you're going to go through all those stages. All of them. All the 5 stages. And eventually, there will be acceptance. Okay? Your job right now is to break the chain. And to help them understand, you're no longer a child, but you still want to keep with them. You still want them, you still want to have that love for them, but you want to also have that freedom. And what they want to do is try to nurture you. Well, sometimes nurture is not always the way we want it. And that is literally letting somebody fall if they have to. The pig is the nurturer for fossils, so nurture of fossils. And they need to remember to be caring, generous, as well as you do, loving, and understanding, so that you guys can enjoy your time together. You are the light in the darkness. You are the one that can bring balance back. While life is changing, ever changing, you are the one that can actually do this. But remember one thing. With time comes wisdom. And they've stopped becoming loving, generous, and caring is because they are trying to teach you how to be an adult. Because being an adult is not easy. Or is it because they are feeling slighted? Or is it because you're feeling slighted that you feel this way? The ultimate goal that should be right now between you and your family is finding that balance. Finding where the stairs are. It's not that they're kids. It's not that they're kids themselves. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this is an empty nest syndrome right now. And I feel like there needs to be a balance. And it's going to be up to you for the one who's going to be the communicator. It's up to you to help with them to understand what the boundaries are going to be in their life with you. Because you are now an adult. You now have to decide how you want your life to be. Now, if they're toxic, what my husband and I tend to do is if somebody's being toxic when we're at a event, we decide to either shut it down or leave. Because we don't need that in our lives. But we still keep the communication open. We just remove the toxicity and this chaos by saying we will stay here until it becomes toxic. Or until it's time to go. So I'm feeling like this is an empty nest syndrome, and they're not yet understanding how to handle you or handle themselves even. And you're going through the grief stage. This is why many families break up once a kid leaves. Because they don't know how to handle the new changes in their lives. And you're going through that major change. So, you're going to need to set boundaries. You're going to need to find the balance. And you're going to be the light of how this relationship goes. And you're welcome. I hoped that helped. I know that empty nesting is hard. And I also know that being a kid from an empty nester is also hard. because you guys are fighting for who is in charge of your life, and you should be in charge of your life. So there you go. Thank you again for letting me read for you. I hope it helped. I'm just, I try to keep it real. Okay, who is next? Eternal Peace is next. Eternal, are you here? Why does it say at? Should be 2. Alright, let's list this. There's nobody on YouTube today. Yet. There might be soon. And Moose. It's just not wanting to work right. There we go. You're very, very welcome. And I'm so happy to read for you. You have a good holiday, okay? I'll see you when you get back. All right. Eternal Peace, are you here? Eternal Peace. In the meantime, while we're waiting for their message, I'll give them 1 minute. I'm going to remind you guys that things have changed. The schedule is changing. Why is it changing? Because of the fact, well, that not only this is the time of the year for change, but this is also for my stress levels. So we're going now to have both of our tabletops on YouTube. So if you like to see that, it is the YouTube and my name. Just find my name and you'll be able to find it. And you can put it on in the background to listen to it while you're doing whatever. Then also we have on Wednesday will be Factorio. We're starting up a new game, the Factorial Space Age DLC. On Friday, we're no longer doing Core Keeper, so I don't know why that is showing up. Core Keeper should not be showing up. Let me fix that. Open Sesame. There we go. And save. Place. There we go. And now it's working. Okay, so let's do that again. Thank you for the follow, KB. Cosplays, welcome in. Thank you so much again for the follow. Alright, that's not it. Can browse. Where is it? Cancel this. There we go. There we go. Yep, there it is. Alright, so Factorial will be on Wednesdays. On Fridays, we'll be doing Necessity or War Tales, depending on which is available at the time. And then on Sunday, we'll be doing Tarot all the way through the holidays. So, there you go. If you do want to be part of the YouTube, I appreciate it, and I hope that you join us for it. Okay, back to what we're doing. Let's see who is here. thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Cosplay, thank you for joining as well. We are going to add you to the list. We do have YouTube on in the background, so if YouTube decides that they want to join in, this is why we're keeping the list of who is getting their readings on screen so people can see when YouTube joins in with the list, because the list itself is only set for Discord, is only set for Twitch. Ah, good. Well, let's begin with that. Now, let's see here. I'm going to ask one more time. Hi there, Positive. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. I think that you didn't act. Did it go through? Yes, it did. Okay, so let me put you on there as well. Positive. Okay. You are actually 5th. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha, Positive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Eternal, when are you here? If you are not here, then Candy Yams, I need to know which deck and what is your question? My readings are very different, KB. I do not do astrology. Sorry, I'm not into it. And I do try to keep it as natural and common sense as possible. Any tarot. Perfect. Okay, so we're talking general. I also use what these are called hex cores, and they basically just help me figure out how to guide the cards. I don't know anything about astrology. I'm not even going to begin to think about it. You know what, Candy? I think we're going to go with the fairies, if that's okay with you. I'm going to split them in 3 and 3. Alright, these cards are for Candy and only for Candy. All negativity and low vibrations are out of these cards. This is just for Candy. Candy would like to know a general idea what's going on this week. And what's going on with their lives. Also, we welcome in the energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder through every phase of the sun and moon. Let us be in harmony in every direction. We offer our love. Why are you stifling in your dreams? Have you given up on a dream and not let it come true? Okay. There's 2 cards that fell out, Candy. We will talk about those in a minute. What I'd like for you to do right now is choose which deck you would like. 1, 2, or 3. Two it is. I had a feeling you were going to choose 2 because 2 acted real funny. Uh-oh. Okay. I think we would have to go with these. That's the challenge? Okay. Motion. Right. Alright. Here's what's going on that I'm seeing already. I'm seeing that you've kind of given up on some of your dreams, and you don't want to do that. You really don't. This card was upside down when it came out. And it's telling me that you're giving up on some of your dreams, and you don't want to do that. You shouldn't do that. The thing is, it takes action. It takes movement. And this needs to be turned around. You need to put it into action for it to actually work for you. There was a time when you kept your standards pretty high, and it was working for you in the past. And now they're saying that in your present, you still have that creative expression, that creativity, those gifts that you need to bring out, and haven't done so lately. And the reason why you haven't is because of what is saying that if you don't let go of the past, some past hurts that have happened, some past problems, you're not gonna see the beauty that is behind you. You need to let go. So, your challenge that they want to give you, that the guides want to give you, is to open yourself up to a higher consciousness, to a higher understanding, not to open up to probably meditating and finding that higher sense of love and understanding. So they're saying that that is your challenge. They would like you to open up to them. And you can do that through nature. You can do that through understanding of nature. But this is what you haven't been doing, and this is why they're saying open yourself up to the understanding of nature, to the magic of nature, because this will also help you with your creativity, which will help you also let go and continue to become stronger and stronger. They're also saying you may need to move. This is why you're mentally stuck. It's because of the fact that you may need to make a move. Okay? Oh. At least an outing. You need to go out there. You need to let yourself go outside at least. But I do kind of feel like there is a move involved as well. Like an actual home movement. Or a job movement. I'm gonna get another card. They want you to move fearlessly. They want you to be able to realize that you're ready to do this, that this thing that you're scared of. They're ready. They think you are ready and you should move forward. They think you should follow your dreams. Okay? Alrighty. Any other questions you have? All right. Well, thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. Let's continue on. All right. I'm going to ask again. Eternal peace, are you here at all? Let's check and see. I'm going to check something. Check the chat. Nope, I don't see them. All right. We will move on. Positive, it is your turn. What happened to Moose? Let me look at that list. Yeah, okay, it was supposed... It's you, then Moose, then KB. Okay. Cat Tarot, of course, because you always love your cats. And General. Alright, we'll stick with General. These cards are for positive, and only for positive. All negativity and low vibrations are out of these cards. It's just for positive. Oh, I have a card. That same card has shown itself 3 times to you this month. Positive. I think it's trying to tell you, the same card is telling you that something is coming. You saw this card last time. Remember what I said about looking for love when love is on its way to find you anyway. You're gonna have opportunities and you're not even gonna, you're gonna have to pick and choose. All right, I think we're ready. Okay. It wants to break like that. That's fine. 1, 2, 3. 3 it is. Your life is changing for the better. But you're still missing out on one thing. You're missing out on balance. You're still not balancing your life. You need to. Okay. So let's begin. You have the eye on what you want, and everything you need is yours for the swatting. All hard work you've put in has paid off. Your self-confidence is well earned, and your passion begins to show. Everything is going good for you, at least in this picture. That's what it was. Then you got stressed out. And you couldn't handle that stretch. You couldn't handle those changes that you had to deal with. But it wasn't all bad for you, okay? It wasn't all bad. Yeah, okay. So your past transgressions are now behind you, and the damage is already done. You just need to let go. Everyone sees the tears that you're going through. All you need to do is calm down and find that balance again. Sometimes a bit of a stretch is what you need to do in order to let go and move with the flow. Things are becoming more and more positive for you. Eternal, I will put you in. Rejoin, Eternal. I did ask for, I did wait 2 minutes between everybody, so just, not rejoin, but, exclamation point join. There you go. Thank you. Alright. Guess what, though? Guess what, positive? There are positive things coming your way. You have the world as your oyster. You just need to hold on because things are changing and for the better for you. Death is not always about death. It can be about change. And for this, it is about change. Your life is changing. The sun is going up. It's not setting. It's actually rising. And it's rising for a good sake. So you really have some good stuff going on. Aw, I'll wait. I'll wait. It's there only 34 seconds. Okay, welcome back. So life is changing for you, and it is actually going for the better for you. It is going to get better. This card showed up last week. Yeah, it's actually, things are going well, my friend. You have been blessed, and it's time to share what is freely given. Generosity begets generosity. So by sharing and giving your generosity, that helps others, which pays it forward and helps in the long run everyone. The one thing they warn you about, though, is not to be self-centered. So this card is both do not be self-centered and generosity begets generosity. This one is saying, no, this is why I warned you. You need to find balance. Because all that stuff that has happened in your past, all those missteps, all those loves that have been destroyed and all that, your heart being torn out and everything, it's in the past. It's time to get that balance in your life because good things are coming your way. You just got to find that balance. And that goes with this card too. Really does. Because if you look at this card, they're holding on for dear life. And these, they're trying to find balance. Do you see that? The 8 is balance. So by finding balance, you will be able to have the world as your oyster. And that should be your goal for this week. And for the next several months is to find that balance through meditation, through prayer, through self-help, through finding when you should play and when you should work, and when you should use your creativity, things like that. It is very, very important that you find some balance. Because that will beget the generosity, that will beget the world being your oyster, and you will get a lot of good stuff. So, you're in for some good times. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. I appreciate it. Next. Eternal, it is your turn. Let's go, Eternal. What is your deck and what is your question? Let me look at the list too. I think we're missing somebody. Nope, no we're not. Okay. I want to request what action I need to take for your soul to growth. Okay. Messages. We need to do spiritual messages. Yep, there we go. Do you have any specific deck you would like to choose, or would you like me to choose it for you? Okay. I'm going to choose a deck that is one I find that is very good for the spirit. That's this one. These cards are for Eternal and only for Eternal. All negativity and low vibrations are out of these cards. This is just for Eternal. We welcome in the energies of earth, air, fire, and water. Let us create a life of beauty, reverence, and wonder for each phase of the sun and moon. Let us be in harmony in every direction. Shall we offer our love? Okay. One more shuffle. And I think we'll have you choose which pile after that. Okay. All right. They're throwing cards at me. I'll be right back, guys. I have to go to the restroom. Do some changes real quick. Okay. That's done. All right. I'm also being told to look at some runes for you today. 1, 2, or 3. Choose 1, 2, or 3. 2. Okay. All right. That's what they're wanting you to do. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, in your past, you were kind of a go with the flow kind of person. And you basically said yes, and you're daring, and you like to fly. You basically tuned into life, and they were happy with this. You've since then turned it off. Some bad stuff happened in your life, and you didn't see it as a way for them to help you understand life, and you turned off the understanding. They want you to turn it back on. They want you to see what is beyond. It is time for healing and mending. A time for understanding and resolution. The spirits want you to know that there is a tradition for healers. Depending on the culture, every tradition, there are individuals who are able to step between the worlds and gain information and wisdom, healing energies, and be spiritual with and have spiritual allies. When this card is turned upside down, it's basically saying you're not allowing for that, and they want you to allow for it. They want you to open up to the possibility that you are here to help heal others. Not just yourself, but others. And through understanding of past experiences. Okay? Your next one, your future, by doing so, by opening up to that, there will be a chance for abundance and prosperity of all types of forms, through energy, through expansion, through growth, through movement, through activity. They're outright telling you exactly what they want you to do. They are telling you that they want you to open up to the possibility of helping others. And by doing so, they will help you. Yes, they've even given me that. So, you need to transform your life. Shapeshifter is a transformer. They transform their lives. They transform their bodies. You need to be open to that transformation and change. You could be anything that you desire. You just need to let go of the attachments that you have. See the world through new eyes and be malleable. Transform your life. Okay? They're also giving you the guidance that you need to be open to communication. So they're telling you that you need to communicate, which this part, the healing, will help through communications. So that's like being a counselor, a psychologist, or something of that nature. If you're looking for a career, they're asking you to be someone who communicates. You can also be able to communicate through public communication. What I'm doing right now is helping with communication. Often I'm asked how can I communicate with a person, and that's what I do. I use my own experiences to help you. And that's what a medicine woman and medicine men are supposed to do. They use their experiences. That's why we go through a lot of hardship, so that we can understand what other people can go through. So that we can make their lives better. So we are like a conduit to help you get to the next step. Does that make sense? So they're asking you to communicate. They're also asking you to discern truth, to not be fooled by lies, to find clarity. And this is your path. This is your path. It says even your path. You are to discern the truths for others. They gave me 2 other cards, and they're kind of important to you as well. Your guides are spirits in nature. Kind of like mine are too. Mine are very natural nature spirits. If you notice, all my cards tend to be about either Native American or spirits in nature. I've kind of directed that. Or animals. You are also to be a tracker. So, what does this mean? Because this is something else. This means for you to focus on your intent and your passion for something specific. If there is a passion you have, you are to focus on that and use it for others. They want you to focus and find the goal through that. Direct your thoughts towards the good and attract the positive experiences and people into your life. This is what the spirits are telling you. Devote your attention to family, community, career, relationships, and hobbies. Whatever you're passionate about, that is what they're telling you to do. Okay? So, spirits are kind of clear on what I think. They're kind of telling you to open up, share your communication, share your experiences. Let's see if I can get all these cards for you to see. Share your experiences. They gave you a good life to lead, to understand. By doing so, you will have a good life. And you will do exactly what they want you to do. You need to be transformative, communicative, and discern the truths using spirits of nature so that you can get your life back on track and help others. I think that's pretty much clear. And they want you to use your passion that you are most passionate about to do so. All right. So, thank you for letting me read for you. I hope that helped. Next. We already did Candy. Moose, are you still here? All right. Question in deck. Oh, one more thing. I forgot. Eternal. They did say I need to pull out a rune for you. So let me do that. That's these runes. I created these runes. Alright, what is the rune that they have? This one. They're saying you're not taking chances and you need to. You need to take a chance. That's what they're saying. Okay. There you go. What's coming up to school and advice through Cat Tarot? Okay, sure. Cat Tarot it is. After Moose, KB, it'll be your turn. Like I was saying, KB, I am a very different type of tarot reader. Probably something you're not going to find elsewhere. I'm glad you've been enjoying them. Oh, I have a card that fell out. Oh! That's interesting. Well, I think this is going to definitely answer your question. Yes? Never used the hexagons before because this is interesting. It's just easier for me to focus on what they say instead of making my own. But I do make my own, for especially when people ask me, well, what should the next month be like? Well, then I change it. It's just easier. Handle. Okay, gotta figure out which one do I want to use. Coming up, school advice. Ah, I have not used this one before, but this is the one they're telling me to use. Metal. Because they're wanting you to forge. Forge forth. One more shuffle, and then I will ask you to use pile. And we are going to be having an ad again after. Oh, jeez, that's because I snoozed it once. Go figure. Alrighty. 1, 2, 3. Choose 1, 2, or 3. Three. Okay. So what is the hermit? The hermit tends to be somebody who tends to kind of go off on their own, and then they can take and learn wisdom and share it when they come out. However, this is upside down, and it's saying that you need to stop being a scaredy cat and take in the wisdom. Come out of the cave and share it. Share the wisdom you have. Okay, so your question was, I'm going back up to tell you, what is coming up in school for you and what advice with it? So they're kind of telling you that you've got all this new wisdom, all this new knowledge that's coming up that you're learning. They want you to soak it in, but then they want you to learn how to share it. So this kind of like thinks of a communication or of a teaching position if you're looking to go into teaching, or some way of sharing the information. Now, they're also saying that you're supposed to transform from being a newbie into experienced. So it feels like you've learned all this theoretical, now you need to put it into practice. And so this one is telling you that as determined and studious as you may be, make no mistake that you could have fun in your heart as well. You can relax, take time of gazing deeply into your motives and feelings and gaze into your future. You can actually spend time on creating a new creative endeavor. Okay, I will wait. Let me know when it's over. All right, how far into school are you right now? How far, Moose, are you into school? You're done with school? How far are you into school? Are you just starting, or have you gotten almost halfway through, more than halfway through? But how far are you into school? Halfway. All right, so what they're trying to tell me, this is something that I had to do at school as well, is halfway through school, you have time to like possibly take on a job or a internship or whatever like that. They're kind of saying, you've got all this knowledge, now start putting into practice. And I'm feeling that that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to find something that will move you to that future that you're wanting and start putting what you know in practice. I did it in college. I actually was a biologist, and I worked on the EpiPen. I know everybody knows what the EpiPen is, and I know it's going out of style, but I was on that, and I did that on my sophomore and junior year. So I took what knowledge I had from high school and from my first year, and I started applying it to my future by actually taking an assistantship with one of the professors to begin to learn real world application. And I think that's what they're trying to say, is that it is time to start applying what you know and putting it to real world application. Okay? Okay. So that's what this is. Also, they're trying to tell you that there's time for you to relax and enjoy yourself through, because college is the best time of your life. And the reason why I say this is because you do not have to deal, even though you're as poor as all get out, you still don't have to deal with a house payment. You can basically enjoy yourself, and there is things on college, like there's fraternities, there's parties, there's clubs, there are all kinds of opportunities for you. There are even colleges tend to have like some events that they put on for their people, like theater, for instance, that gives you that opportunity to balance work and play. Okay? So you are asked to actually work in that work and play. Learn how to balance early. Thank you, Glitch. Welcome in. Welcome in, and thank you for the follow. All right, moving on. The devil. The devil is a lot about shackles. Breaking free. And in this case, I think they're trying to say you need to break free from the norm that has been taught and start learning some of the others. So learning how to express yourself and your desires and your passions, and breaking from the chains of reality, the chains of what is there. Yes, you may join, although I think you might be the last one. I am going to close it at 1 o'clock. So college. Oh, okay, it's almost 8 p.m. That's 20 minutes from now, then, to remind you. Hi from Spain. Nice. Glad to see Spain. So here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that there's a lot of hope. If you can see the stars, they talk about hope. You also see the dog. The dog, when dealing with the cat tarot, is kind of your devil. And they're being held by the leash, which means that they're shackled. And they want to break free. And they're telling you to break free. To remember what you've learned, but also to use creativity. All right. So honor. What do you need to honor? You need to honor your family, because your family's been feeding you all this time. And even though you're poor because you're a college student, honor them, because their wisdom will help you through too. Okay? And it will help you understand what reality is going to bring to you. Now, where is that? Also, this one tends to say that there are a lot of fish in the sea. This card tends to say that. And it says, like, if you're looking for love, you don't need to right now. Right now, you need to work on school and continuing with school. So I'm thinking that's more what this is also saying. That right now, let's just handle one thing at a time. Let's just deal with school right now. The other things will come to you in the long run. Okay, why is the Fool upside down for melt? Let me check that out. Why is the Fool upside down for melt? Okay, here's the Fool. Ah, okay. Don't shirk your responsibility. Take responsibility of your own choices. You do not need to overthink the matters. In general, they look alike. They probably act alike, and they probably... What is a duck? Looks like a duck, acts like a duck, is probably a duck. If a day is beautiful, then it is a beautiful. There's no occasion to need to wear a fleece hat when it's beautiful and sunny out. Obvious, right? So they're telling you that you don't need to overthink things. They're being direct to you. You're learning something, you need to apply it to your life. Use a real world application. That's this. This was to tell you that you can have creativity, you can have passion, you can have everything, and this is the time for it. They're also telling you to break free from the generalities that are happening. They're telling you that you need to think about your family, but not think about love yet. They're telling you here that you need to not overthink things. You just need to take responsibility for what your actions, your choices. It's your responsibility to do that. What is this to reflect? Well, right now you need to reflect that you don't have the money to spend on a lot of things. Your heads may be in the clouds and into your dreams, but you gotta be real. You gotta think of the real world. You gotta think that it may not be prosperous, it may not be abundant right now, but it can be in the future. Just not right now because you're a college student. Okay. There is a time that's coming fairly soon, actually, where you're going to be asked to start using that real world, using that information that you've learned in the last 2 years for reality. The Page of Pentacles. They're just starting out, and it's coming down to you needing to start considering what your future will bring. Right now, you're needing to learn, and you're being asked to apply it in the near future. This is not the time, however, to judge. You do not have to weigh every detail. You can deal with it as you go. Insignificant matters should not apply right now. They may be clouding your judgment. Don't let them. Stay focused. Stay on task. Because what you do now will affect the rest of your life. What you do now will affect the rest of your life. So stay focused. And that is the answers that is the answers that they're giving you. You need any clarification, or are we good? All right. Thank you for letting me read for you. I hope that helped. And I'm glad you joined us today. Next. Glitch, it is your turn. Wait a minute. Hold on, guys. It is not... I'm sorry, Glitch. It is actually KB's turn. Because KB has been waiting. We'll put you next after Glitch. After KB. Okay? So, I hope you understand that. KB, are you here? Cool. You will. You'll be fine. You should have enough time. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, KB. What is your question? What is your deck? Also, Glitch, think about your question and your deck. We'll try to be reasonable on this. And I am closing the queue. Can you have a love reading? You're going through a rough breakup and wondering whether that person will come back or if my soulmate is yet to come. I'm going to say to you to use the Crystal Spirits. The Crystal Spirits is extremely good with the relationships. Between prosperity and relationships, this deck is the best one. Okay? Let's go with Love Path for you. And not relationship. There it is. Love Path. One thing I'm hearing right now is that they want you to understand that things happen sometimes for a season and a reason. And even though it may be a bad situation that happened, you do learn from it. And you begin to understand why it came into your life so that you can gain understanding. Because bad things happen to people all the time. But if you don't learn from it, then what's the point, right? Okay. These cards will not be upside down. This is a type of oracle card, but it works just the same. And I'm going to definitely take the last one. Oh, okay. That's why. 1, 2, or 3. One it is. Ah, okay. Clarity. All right, this is not a good time to get into another relationship. This is a time to learn from what happened in the last relationship and gain from that. Gain clarity. All right, first one, aquamarine. Clarity. Aquamarine is about clarity, accepting the truths, and becoming more aware of what happened. So I'm going to tell you a secret. Something. I've been married for 15 years, exactly 15 years this year. And I've gone through 2 marriages. My first marriage was horrible. Absolutely atrocious the day that I got married. Okay? I've been engaged 6 times and I've been married twice. Why am I saying this? Because when I married the last one, I made a list. And I say this to people all the time. Make a list of 20 things you would like in this next person in your life. And if you cannot get 80% of that, they are not for you. It has been the best thing I ever did for myself. Okay? That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. So, you're welcome. And you had an amicable split. Yeah. So you need those life goals. You need to know what you truly want in a relationship. If it's not there, it's not worth it. It's not worth putting yourself through that. So, clarity. So right now, they're telling you that you need to find clarity in what you truly want in a relationship. Again, they're also giving you, saying clarity. This is sparking connections. This is basically what they're saying to you is you need to find that clarity. Be clear. Clear at what you want. This will help you with growth and magnification, amplification of love and truth and understanding. This will also magnify any flaws and help you understand where you may need to grow to make the next relationship even better. So they're saying look inside yourself right now and learn how to grow yourself. Because right now you are in a spot you don't want to be in. This is hematite. The guy is angry. Look at that face. That is an angry face, right? You're in a bad spot. You're in a spot where it was painful. It hurt. And it's not going to stop hurting right away. This is a time for you to grow and begin to love yourself. Begin to realize you are worth it. And you deserve everything that comes to you. So, if I can find what I'm looking for, there we go. This is your time to become grounded, to learn about practicality and balance. You need some grounding. Bizbite. This is to give you courage. Courage to see within. Courage to understand that they are there. They have your back. They want to help you through this. They're ready to help you through this. You need to be willing to let them. And you need to let go of anything that is impeding your life. So that list is, this is also about list. You definitely need to make that list. They're definitely saying you need to do so. All right. Here's your advice. You have a hard time opening up. I understand. Be true to yourself. This is your advice. Be true to yourself. If you have struggling trusting others, you need to trust yourself first. Hi, Star. Welcome in. I'll put you on the list. You haven't had a reading in a while. I'll put you on the list. You'll be my last one, though. Your strength and integrity will inspire others, and you will be able to show up as stronger than you ever did before, okay? I am doing well. So, while it's hard for you to open up, right now, they're asking you to take a step back from relationships and learn how you want what type of relationship you want, what you're passionate about, what is important to you, and for you to start to trust yourself and your intuition right now. That's what they're asking you to do. You are not ready for another relationship, so don't even think about getting in one right now. If it happens, then it happens, but let it happen on the universe's time, not on your time. Remember, and this is something you really need to understand, you are a treasure. You have the ability to be more than enough for yourself. You are all you need to love yourself. So do so. Find those hidden strengths that you've been overlooking and realize that you have courage and strength. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, why should anybody else? It is hard to love yourself, but it makes it easier for people to love you. And the reason why I say that is because if they see that you love yourself and they find that your qualities are optimistic and whatever, even if you have a hard life, you can be optimistic. That light will shine in their lives, and then they will come to you. They will look in droves even. All right. Last card. This is a card that fell out, so it's important that you listen to this card. When you're making that list, you are going to need healthy boundaries. So repel and dispel any unwanted energies, unwanted ideas, and shield yourself and protect yourself so that you break any cycles that you have for the better. And when you do that, once you've done that, you will be ready for your soulmate. Okay? That's what they're saying to you. Any questions? You're welcome. You're welcome. What is with the ads these days? Yep. I understand, Glitch. I'm starting to wonder why. Did they increase the ads again? I hope they didn't. Okay. We're back. Right. So, what is the deck and what is the question that you have, Glitch? Hi. No, I understood. I understood. That's kind of the reason why I waited. So, what is your question? What is your deck that you would like? And KB, you're very welcome. I hope you got everything you needed answered. 3D plane. Okay. Let's go with general. Or let's go with spirit. Would that be better? It's about someone that you met 6 months ago and you've fallen for them. Okay, so it's a relationship thing. Let's go with crystals then. Yes, a lot of clarity on that be true to yourself message. Yep, okay. And your intuition tells you that this can work, but the ego is getting in the way. Yep. Okay. I see what you're saying, Glitch. I see what you're also saying, KB. This situation is a bit complex. Okay. And we did get physical. Okay. Yeah. I know. I know you were talking about money. I had a feeling. All right. And you're in Spain? How is Spain today? I have not. Really? You want me to do it now? Keep these two parts out. Weird. All right. One. It's having weird weather. That's understandable. One, two, or three. Interesting. I'm seeing a little bit of situation here. Okay, another reality, or I had a weird situation with him as though I had always known him. So a life with him flashed before my eyes when I saw him. Okay, that's interesting. Definitely interesting. So choose 1, 2, or 3. It can happen. Trust me on that. Uh-huh. Well, he is. He is falling for you. But there's some past hurts that are causing some rifts. Some scaredy situations. And you gotta listen to the reality. Okay. Oh, there's a... Alright, so... This is an interesting relationship that's coming into your life. Hacky hearts, aw. He's in a dead relationship, but I know he wants out. Okay, so that's it. That's what this card's all about then. Because this guy's really angry. All right. Let's begin. That's you? Oh, okay. Well, he needs to break off that relationship first. Okay. All right, I think I get what they're trying to tell me. All right. He is scared. Because change is hard to do. Especially if you've had a relationship with somebody for a very long time. It's hard to break from it. Okay. So, Glitch, before I even start this reading, I'm giving you some practical advice. Follow your own tuition. Okay? And read the red signs. There are some red flags. He's not going to be ready to be directly in love with anybody right away. He is definitely attracted to you. Most definitely attracted to you. But there are some red flags. So I need to go through, I just needed to tell you that because that's something that's being said right now. You need to look at those red flags and discern them if they're important enough for you. I don't really like the idea of a threesome, a triangle relationship, because those are dangerous to everybody. Somebody's going to get hurt in the long run. And I hope it's not you. And you don't want to waste your fun. Is telling you that I am his person. So you're going to have to wait. Unfortunately, if that is how you feel, then you're going to have to wait for him to get that courage to break it off, because that is important, that he does not continue to put you through the relationship turmoil that it will cause you in the long run. He may care for her, he may care for you too. Even if he says he doesn't love her, why is he not breaking it off with her? And I think it's because he's scared of change. Oh, and a money situation. Lovely. That makes it even harder. Okay. So rose quartz. Okay. They want you to understand this. You are worth everything. You need to have self-love and self-worth and understand you are enough. It might. But you need to understand your worth is just as important. That's why I know you deserve everything. Okay. So, there's that. Next. Advice. Advice. Okay, Jasper. Your future is full of possibilities here, so be here now in the present and amplify your adventurous spirit. Take risks. So they are giving you that opportunity to take risks. They're saying you can, and not to hold back. Banish your fear, but he also needs to banish his fear. Trust yourself and what you've learned. Okay. Now, his card. 40. Yep. This is it. This is the whole thing that's coming. He is scared. And he needs to build trust in himself. So it's not you that has the problem with self-esteem and self-worth. It's him who has the problem with self-esteem and self-worth. And him who needs to learn how to trust. He needs to learn how to say, I can and I can't. And it's going to be up to you to decide if it's worth staying while this continues. Because he needs to break it. He needs to break off. He's afraid of having a bad relationship. Yeah, actually he is. He's afraid that if he goes from one failed relationship, he'll go to another failed relationship. And remember when I said I felt that there were some past hurts, the connection between this is her. He's got to get over it before your relationship will grow. Yes. But he's afraid to trust himself in letting you know. And he's having a hard time dealing with his past. All right. So, what advice do I have now for you? Lithium quartz. You definitely met for a reason. Most definitely met for a reason. If not just for a season, you met for a reason. It's to help not only him to begin to understand that he is worth it as well as you are worth it, but to give him that balance that is needed. Here's my advice for you. Take one day at a time. You will find strength through places where you are weak at the same time. You are meant to support each other in healing and in growth and learn how to balance. I don't think they are going to last much longer, but I don't think you should be pushing yourself too soon, and that is the truth. Find that balance. This is an awakening, and magic is coming within from unexpected sources. The guides are saying that there is magic between you two and to be open to it fully. Co-create a loving partnership, but you're going to have to give yourself time. Take it one day at a time. And you do need some healing too. Yes, okay. Remember that card I was telling you about that I picked, that it pulled out, and then I was thinking, okay, so this is why this card fell out. This is about him. This is his card. This is where he needs to find the wisdom and the strength and to able to discern that truth. And here's your card, your final card. Siphos green quartz. This is 3 quartz in this particular reading. Clarity, clarity, clarity. Okay. And in this one, you like quartz. That makes sense. Life is on life's turn. Accept our place in the world and heaven on earth, and it is meant to be. If it is meant to be, it will be meant to be. You may feel the push, feel like you need to push it, but you shouldn't. You should let it go and go with the flow. Let the tears flow. Let yourself be in the present, and rest assured the universe has your back. Be honest with yourself. And I think you just answered your question. You're thinking of stepping back. I honestly think you should. Not fully. You could say hello. You can spend time with him. You could, whatever. But you need to step back. And help him heal from this relationship he's in, and give it time, because it's not going to happen right away. Yeah, so use that project. Yeah, there you go. I hope that helped. Thank you for letting me read for you. You designed his whole Twitch account? You have no idea how much you have. Oh, I'm glad. I'm glad I helped. I really am. You have a lot to write? Okay, Star, when you're ready, I'll read it out loud so the Twitch can see it. You were very anxious? Well, I hope this helps. I'm glad it did. But take your time in this relationship, because this one is going to be a little bit rough at first. He's got to go through a major change. And he's not going to like it. And he's scared of it. I do kind of feel like you will. But in the long run. And I do think it's going to be up to you to decide if you're ready to wait that long. I don't care. Sorry, Glitch, I am not into astrology. I can tell you what little I know about that. The Leo tends to be one who is bossy and has a lot of strength, yet can be a cowardly lion at the same time. But other than that, I don't know anything about it. It is hard for him to talk about his feelings. I could believe that. If you heal together, I think you will stay together. But I think you're there right now, Glitch, for a reason. To be in his life to help him heal. But it can be for more. All right. Time for me to go back and read what I missed. You're very welcome. All right, so we're now talking on YouTube. YouTube star. Let me give me 1 second to read what you said. Let me go back to YouTube and read it. Okay. All right. Going back. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Oh, you felt betrayed? I understand that. Alright. See if I can go back. Hey. Alright. Get this open. Come on, open up. View stream. View chat. Wow, it's not viewing chat. Okay. I gotta go to YouTube and see if I can find that chat. Give me 1 second, please. Ah, there we go. Now I can see it. Alright, I'm absolutely shattered. My heart. Give me 1 second, please. My heart is so broken. I don't know if I remember the last reading, but I felt betrayed. All of a sudden, he likes that girl, and the very girl that is present. I think I told you last time, Star, that you need to remember that you are worth it. You are worth yourself. You literally can't believe how he threw you away. Yeah. His mom wants to marry him off in March, so she told me that I would have to move on from him anyway. But I'm not even mad at that. I'm mad at the fact of how the hell he fell for this girl all of a sudden. Felt so hurt. I can't believe it. According to him, he doesn't love me anymore at all. And how did this all happen so suddenly? You know, I accidentally saw the girl with her head on his shoulder, and I felt so heartbroken after that. According to him, there was nothing wrong with the good friend being on. No. But the scene was so yeah. Okay, now I know why you're hurt. Now he suddenly tells me he likes her. And I completely left his life after that. You know what? You deserve that, because not deserve what he did to you, deserve to be considered more than enough for yourself. You are worth it. And what he did to you is wrong. Stay at least his friend because we have a soul connection. Well, yeah, you could do that. You can be friends if you want to be. If it's going to be too much pain, then I'd suggest not to. But you can be friends. When he suddenly likes her now as if I was nothing. I would honestly say, though, that I would move on. I would move on. I can't believe this all ended like this because I genuinely loved him and I thought he was the one, despite the religious differences and everything. I believed it blindly. We often do believe things blindly because we don't see it. When we're so hammered by somebody, if we're so infatuated, if we feel like we've just fallen head over heels, we don't see the red signs. We don't see the red flags. I swear he was never a bad person. He was good. He cared about you. What is this? A part of me wants me to think that he was lying just so it makes me move on, because what the hell? I've just been so broken, crying in front of literally everyone. My friend has seen me crying in his nightmares. Another friend of mine pulled me aside, telling me that his intuition made him worry for me. Okay. Like, even other people are sensing that I'm not okay. Who I would hate to be his friend. I would hate him so much now. Like how the day that he started having feelings for that girl, I literally gave him a red rose that day with some perfume on it. Why did this happen? Why did I feel such a connection to him and feel like I was being played with? Why is the universe doing this to me again? It is literally the 6th heartbreak. I am so tired. Okay. Before we even start doing tarot readings, I have some things to say to you. People come into our lives for a reason and sometimes for a season. This guy is in your life for a season. Another thing I need to remind you, and I did say it last time, you need to remember you are worth it. You need to focus on your schooling, because that right now is more important than another relationship. Also, have you made that list of things that you want in a person? They're just talking to me. He is in the wrong. And definitely I could see that even if he didn't notice it, you're angry. You feel guilty about this whole time and being jealous of her being so close to him. But now you look at him and he suddenly likes her now. That's what I'm saying. Even if he didn't notice it, she did. Did he love you? Yes. And honestly, I think he still does. But he is so enamored, so infatuated with this new project, whatever. And why do I have a feeling his parents are involved? That he's being pushed towards this. I do believe somebody's out there for you. I just don't think they're out there for you right now. Give me a number. Three-digit number. He wants to marry, his mom wants to marry him off in March, but not to this girl. He doesn't know who it will be, but his mom is adamant to marry him off right now because she doesn't like her. Okay. All right. Actually, I'm going to use all three. Gratitude. Boost your energy levels. Be thankful for what you have. It aligns with your divine light and love. Your angels want you to focus on what you have today and feel good about it. Write a letter to yourself, to your future self, describing what you are dealing with the present and what makes you at least grateful. They want you to see what you have right now that you can see is yours. I don't think Mom knows of this girl, and I don't know whatever it is. Felt ashamed that he was so hesitant to tell me that his mom wants to marry him off, but I'm not even mad at that. I'm mad that he suddenly likes her, because what the hell? How did he suddenly like her? Rebellion. He's rebelling. He's angry that he's being married off, and he's rebelling. He is devastated that he has lost me, but simply can't stay knowing that he likes the only girl that bothered you so much, because you felt jealous about that girl, and you felt she was trying to... Oh my. She pushed herself onto him, and he didn't see it for a while, and then suddenly he started seeing it. Cannot say no to his mom, but he listens to her. Yeah, see, that's what he's rebelling. Okay, 8. Abundance. Energy is limitless. There are forces that are flowing and moving through and around you. The ones you pay attention to and open up will envelop you in their flow. When you see this number, meditate on it, on what your life requires, development and abundance, and visualize that energy moving forth and nurturing you into growth. This is why it bothered me every time she was so touchy with... I felt like she likes him, and you were right. But it made you feel crazy. Okay, I now understand what happened last week. That jealousy was a red flag. And it was a red flag for you to realize this is not going to go well. And that maybe you do need to move on. And now that his mother is pushing it, that's the case. Alright, so the 222 is trust falls. The angels ask you to trust your place in life right now. You're in the right place at the right time. Take a look around and enjoy the moment. Everything is where it's supposed to be. So they're saying you are not supposed to be with this person. You're supposed to be focusing on your schooling and not focusing on him. You need to get back to what you're supposed to be doing. That's one thing that they're saying. The other thing that they're saying is that whoever you end up with, you need to know what you want out of the person. And I know you're hurt. And you're gonna be hurt for a while. And getting into a relationship right now is not a good idea. Because what happens is all that baggage we had from the last relationship ends up in the next relationship. You need to break free and break the cycle. And let love come to you. I think what you need to do is forgive him and then forget him. Let go. You never thought he would do this to you? People do things they shouldn't all the time. Okay. Will it bring you clarity? Will it bring you closure? If it will not bring you clarity or closure, then I wouldn't go. So that's your that's the question you should go with right now. So I'm going to do a 4 cards for you. Talking about this week. Now I know you don't live in the States, so you don't have to worry about Thanksgiving. But I know Christmas is coming. I don't know if you... Do you celebrate Christmas? Yeah, you do. You just gave it to me. No, you don't? You don't think so? Or no, you don't celebrate Christmas? You will meet with him? One, two, three. Okay, sure. 1, 2, or 3. I still think of somebody from that time period is going to be coming, but here is your lesson. All right. right, so yep. They're still saying that something is coming in your future. And that this breakup was actually to help you get clarity of what you truly want in life. Okay, here we go. One, Dalmatian. They want you to get back to being that lovable, fun-loving person, that childlike humor, childlike joy, and enthusiasm for life again. They want you to be able to crack a joke and break the attention. Definitely, they want you to... Definitely, I think Christmas is important for you. Definitely celebrate it. Christmas is when you become childlike. And you have lost yourself. But this Christmas, you need to get back to being yourself. Back to being yourself. Okay. So this is about being childlike. Dalmatian. The Aqua Aura Quartz is connect with the infinite potential, sense of purpose, wonder, and awe. So they're wanting you to connect with them. They're wanting to guide you. They're wanting you to have fun, be childlike, have childlike wonder, believe in the power and the magic. Open yourself up to new love. There are 8 billion people on this planet, yet soulmates somehow find each other. Friends and lovers show up under unexpected places. And I feel that unexpected place is going to be sometime during the holidays. Somebody's going to come into your life during the holidays. Celestite. The connection to the divine energy and realm, clear channels for communication, guides us to the universe's consciousness. This is a way for us to open up to the universe and see the magic that is within. For us to gain the messages that they've been trying to tell us even when we've been closed off. You've honestly lost your faith even in the angels and guides. Tarot cards, part of my head doesn't believe in it anymore. Yet you're here. Here's what I'm going to say to that. Even if you don't believe in tarot cards, there is one thing that tarot cards do, and I've said this before, and I'm saying it to everybody who is here. Tarot cards can also give us inspiration. Even if we don't believe them, they can give us an opportunity to be inspired to something that we may find that hits us and relates to us. Okay? It is hard for you to believe that someone is coming during because our university will be off. I will probably be at home. And no, I'm saying that somebody's gonna, the holidays is gonna be something where you may meet somebody. And I do think, and you have no idea how you will even meet anybody. What I'm seeing, and another thing about tarot is at the moment. Things change in our life all the freaking time. One choice will change things. We make a choice and it changes what will happen in our future. Again, intuition is important. Trusting your own intuition is important. Even if you don't believe in tarot, and that's fine. You can still be inspired by it. You can still listen and maybe gather some of the information that is done and apply it to your own life. I feel that there is somebody, and I don't think they're going to be a loving relationship right away. I feel there is somebody coming into your life soon. But in order for you to have this person come into your life, the other one has to be out of it. Because just like you said, you feel angry and upset because that woman liked him and was treating, and he kind of didn't realize what was going on until it was too late. That a man who may come into your relationship, or a person who will come into your relationship in the near future, will not want to be second fiddle either. And if you have this guy on your mind, it's going to be hard for him or her to feel like they can open up and become a lover for you. So that's what I'm saying, is I'm saying there may be somebody who is your friend right now, somebody who's going to be your friend, that will come into your life. Eventually they will become something more. But if they know that somebody else is trying to stay in your life, and if somebody is there and they have to compete with that person, it will take you a while to heal. They don't want to compete with that person. So what I'm saying is, I feel like there is somebody coming into your life soon. That person may start out as a friend, but I think they will become something more. You, however, need time to heal. And I think I said this last time. You need time to heal. You need time, and you should not get into another relationship right away. I don't think you know this person yet. Yeah. All right. So, aquamarine. This is a time for acceptance, clarity, and understanding of one's truth. First, you need to forgive him. then you need to let it go. And that's going to be the hardest part for you. Because he is in the wrong. He's absolutely in the wrong. And why you felt jealousy, this misunderstanding, why you felt the jealousy. Now that I understand why you felt jealousy from last week, I can understand it a lot more. Forgive him, because that will help you forgive that will help you in the long run, because whether you like it or not, people tend to, when they do something to you, you also feel guilty about even thinking, why did this person do this to me? Why did I let this happen to me? You feel guilty yourself. So you need to forgive him and to forgive yourself for feeling that guilt, and then let go. I need to know, how the hell did he suddenly fall? He didn't suddenly fall for her. But he also didn't see the signs. Oh, thank you. Hi, Lustrous Rose. Hello. So, here's your message. The Moonstone. And I'm trying my best to help you, sweetie. I am trying my best. Follow your own intuition, your own advice, your own wisdom, your inner voice, because that will help you through. Use your sixth sense. How you keep saying, well, how can you get through this? He started liking her Tuesday, literally this Tuesday. No. I don't believe it. I believe he liked her sooner, he just didn't realize it. It's that thing that something doesn't just happen that quickly. I don't know how long he's known her, how long he's been friends. It's not, but that's not the case. I also do think that he is rebelling. I still feel like he's rebelling. He's not happy about having to be married off, and he's going to rebel and move and deal with it that way. He knows how to read palms, and he literally told me I'm gonna have a terrible heartbreak and just turned 25. Yeah, and he's the heartbreak. Lovely. Sorry to hear that, though. And happy belated birthday. Okay. Eclipse. Again, follow your own intuition, earn your own wisdom, divine intelligence, trust in your own wisdom. This is a time for healing. A time for gaining truth, a time for deciding what you truly want in life. This is the universe telling you that you need to get back to thinking about school. You will be fine. Everybody in their lives end up with heartache at some point in their life. At least most everybody. Some people don't even allow themselves to have any heart in their life, but most everybody in their lives has a point when it happens. You got stuff to do? Yes, you found me. I hope to see you again, Rose. So, big spite. And I'm almost done for the day anyway. Have the courage to move forward in life, in your life. Yes, you've been feeling like throwing yourself into your studies all of a sudden. I think that's what they want you to do. Because you haven't been performing. You've been spending so much time on this relationship that you are getting bad grades, and you're going to have bad grades if you continue to let this kill you. As I said when we first met, school is the most important thing right now for you. The first day we met, I said that. Do you remember? That you need to stay on track with school. Well, I'm still saying it. And your final card. The treasures are within, and consciousness and abundance are there. Recognize that you are more than enough. Find your hidden strengths and passions. Draw yourself into that for now. I won't let it hurt me anymore, because how dare him? I won't be letting anyone play me like a toy. You love yourself. Good. Being the true mom guardian I needed. Aww. I don't mind being called a mom. I am a mom. And if I'm a mom to the universe, then so be it. Thank you. I needed that star. Occasionally I forget that I'm... See, I couldn't have my own children. I ended up becoming a stepmom. I'm glad that reading helped calm you down. I appreciate it. I couldn't have children, and I thought for the longest time I wasn't ever going to have any children in my life, and I was going to be I'm never going to have this legacy, and that's part of the reason why Carsadia came to be, because I started thinking, well, if that's the case, then I'll write my own book, and I'll call it Carsadia, and the vision of the fantasy warrior, and hopefully that will be my legacy down the road. Since then, and that was like 30 years ago. Since then, I've gone through 6 relationships that went really bad, broke up with my first husband, and finally have found the right man for me. Life works funny, but it does. Eventually, people come into your life for a reason and a season. The husband that I have has a child. That child became my child. So when somebody says I'm a true mom guardian, that hits me right there in the heart. That makes me feel like this is what the universe wanted me to do. And I appreciate that, star. I really do. I don't mind being the mom to everybody on Twitch and on YouTube. I don't mind it. If it allows for people to live the right way and they're right in and the right life, I don't mind it. If I am the common sense that you need, I don't mind it. Aww. So, again, I thank you, Star, for that. It gives me a sense of, yeah, happy tears. Happy tears. Because for the longest time, I couldn't understand why the universe would not let me have my own children. And I went through an emergency hysterectomy, which caused me to have lymphedema in my stomach, along with my leg. And because of that, I thought, I'm never going to have anybody. And I'll tell you, Star, there is somebody out there, and I think they're coming. And I just think that you needed this moment to be by yourself so that you could see what you truly have, because what you have is going to enhance in the future. And right now, the universe is telling you to spend time on school. You're very welcome. You know what, Star? Things happen. You learn from them, you let it go, and you move on. And I'm glad, actually, that I did not have a child with my first husband, because that would have made my life even more hell than it was. And so I think what you need to do is meditate, take some time to yourself, for yourself, finish school, take the time that you're going to be having when you're away from school, and enjoy yourself. Because I have a feeling that when you become childlike, because this one is telling you to be childlike right now. This one's saying that in the holidays, I want you to be childlike. I want you to go spend some time and have some fun. Thank you. And once you become childlike, people will see how much beauty you have, how beautiful you are inside and out. And I'm pretty sure, I'm not going to be totally confident on it, but I do feel that person that is going to see you that beautiful inside and out and having fun and enjoying yourself is going to see also the person within you and how beautiful you are. And that is going to open them up to thinking, maybe this is the person I am supposed to be with. So, finish out school, spend all your time right now, because you're going into, I think, finals, possibly, and get your grades up, because you can still do it. You can at least still get it up there. And you can still make it. You don't have much time, but if you focus yourself on those finals, you'll find out that the final is probably 50% of your grade. At least it was for me when I was in college. Well, here's the thing. If it happens, it happens. 1-1. What did I say was one-on-one? What did I say? Let's see here. Ah! Everything is culminating in one message. 1-1. Screenshot. Pause and reset your thinking. When you see 1-1-1, think of the universe taking a screenshot of the frame of your mindset right now and everything that is going on. All your thoughts, feelings, goals, and dreams is going to be replicated. Get that high vibe quickly so that you can manifest the rest of the best life moving forward. Repeat the mantra, I am in alignment with my authentic self. You will be fine. You're just hurt. Yes. And I think that you will find somebody in the long run. It's gonna hurt a while, but I think you could do it. Okay? Take care, Star. Take care. I know, it was shock. But I think you're relaxed. And I'm starting to feel that relaxation in you. I think you finally understood. I still think he's rebelling. He just doesn't know how to rebel. But I don't think he's the right one for you. I think you should move on. You take care of yourself as well, and I will do my best. Love you all, everybody. Thank you for being here. Thank you for letting me read for all of you. And I hope to see you next week on Sunday, if you're here for tarot, or on Wednesday when I do Factorial, or on Friday when I do Necessity. So let me show you my schedule again. Let's see what the schedule is. Let's take that off. Let's look at the schedule one more time. Oh yes, and if you haven't noticed, I'm putting more and more stuff on YouTube, so it's kind of important that you see it. So YouTube is very important. If you would like to join and subscribe, I appreciate it. If you would like to follow here, I appreciate it as well. Where did my schedule go? There it is. There's my schedule. So Wednesday we're doing Factorial. On Friday we're doing Necessity. And on Sunday we'll be back here for Tarot. During the holidays, except for during the holidays, I will be doing Godbound and Waystone Mysteries. Those are stories that I created. And they will be on YouTube by every Saturday, so that you can see it on my YouTube. Hope you have a wonderful day, and goodbye.